So for this video I thought I'd do a tutorial on Meshmixer rather than some kind of vlog like my first video. I don't really know how this is going to pan out. It might end up being like an hour long, so I'm not expecting everyone to watch every minute. But yeah, I thought I'd just mix it up and do a tutorial on how to remove your upper incisors and the canines on Meshmixer. It's related to my project, and I'm going to need this 3D model to then 3D print and then use that 3D print to then make kind of sculptures, like brace retaining structures, stuff like that. And I got the idea from taking the upper front teeth out of your mouth completely, because cows don't have any of those teeth on the front. They just kind of cut the grass with those ones up against a hard plate, rip the grass away, and then chew the grass with the back. So I thought, could you give a human a cow mouth, basically? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what you want to do is, I can't really help you with this, but scan your teeth. And once you got the scan of your teeth, however you do that, you want to open it up in Meshmixer, this one. So your set of teeth will arrive into Meshmixer. However, mine have arrived like this. And what I want to do is just kind of neaten it all up, so when it comes to printing, it's a kind of nice sharp model. It doesn't have all these kind of imperfections. I just want it nice and sharp and clean. So to do that, I'm going to go to edit. We want to kind of orient it, so it's kind of easy to adjust and change. So with transforming an object, you have two options in terms of its kind of orientation. You can orient it on its local kind of frame. Local, I just read that. Local axis or the world axis. The world will kind of move the model in correspondence to the bed, the grid that you see there. So we're going to keep it in W for everything that we do. And we just want to get it as flat as possible, as horizontal with the bed as we can. So something like that, I think is good. Let's do the same from this side. That's not right. Why is it doing that? Good, that'll do. So once you've done that, I'm going to start taking all the imperfections away. So one of them being that kind of asymmetry. So we're going to select, get the select tool, lasso tool, and we're just going to try and just follow that line all the way around as best you can. Like that, not like that. Nearly got it. Let's see. Why is it doing that? If it does that, you can just hold down Shift in. This isn't going well. Let's see. I just want to lasso that. Why can't I do that? There we go. So I've selected what I want to adjust. And I think that'll be fine for now. So once it's selected, we're going to go to Deform, and soft transform. No, we're not. We're going to go back, go to edit, erase and fill. That's the one you want. So what this is going to do, it's going to erase it and fill it in. It's not going to erase it and leave the model hollow. It's going to fill it in, keep it solid. Keep it in smooth, MVC. And I'm just going to toggle around with the bulge. And you can see it kind of takes it away, like that. So you just want to play with these until you're satisfied with the kind of form. I think that's pretty good. And let's get it smooth. Not refined, smooth, done. Accept. And then we can go to sculpt. And this will provide you with a load of brushes to obviously sculpt your model. So we're going to use shrink smooth, full off. We're going to use this kind of square one. Strength, I don't want it too strong. Size, not too big. And if you press the W key, you can bring up a wireframe, just so you get an idea of the geometry of the model and the kind of tensions that there are. So we're just going to go along. You can see that kind of tension being relieved in the geometry. Same on this bottom side. I'm pretty happy with that. So you can see it's much more symmetrical now. Next thing we're going to do is get a kind of symmetry in the whole model of the teeth. You can see there's much more gum protruding down here than there is here. Once we stand this up on these parts, it's going to be off center, which you don't want. So to do that, I'm going to go back to edit, transform, world frame, and we're just going to take it up, rotate it around by 90, like that, come onto it square on, and we just want to try and find that kind of line that will make it kind of flat. So I'm going to go kind of in between and just take it round like that. Let's check I'm recording. Yeah. That's kind of fine. So the tool I'm going to use to get rid of this is plane cut. That obviously just brings in a new plane separate to the bed, and we can use this to cut kind of sections away that are dead flat. So I'm going to use that, try and find the best match. Yeah, happy with that. So that's created these two super sharp faces, and with these we're going to use these and extrude them to give the teeth a bit of a platform to print on. And also so when it's once it's printed, you're not going to mess up all the teeth and the gums. It's gonna have its own kind of artificial thing to stand on. But first we're going to sort out this imperfection and get all of this line super sharp, and all of this as well. To do that, we're going to go back to align, world frame, not align, transform. Take it over 90, not like that. What does it want? I don't know what happened there. Transform. Wireframe. Negative 90. That. It's twisted, and I don't know why it's twisted. That's weird. What the fuck? I've just noticed the twist in the model, which I've never seen. So I don't really understand that. No idea. Transform. Wireframe. Negative 90. That's nice and flat. And we'll just use the same again. Plane cut. Wireframe. I think it's probably from the first transformation that I did that it's wonky. That just doesn't seem right. One sec. Also, I'm going to leave this completely uncut because I can't be bothered to deal with that. Everywhere, Meshmixer. I can't imagine that. There's definitely a twist in this one. Okay, we're going to get rid of that because it's wonky. Here's one I made earlier. Transform. That's it. No. So yeah, this is one that I kind of perfected earlier, yesterday even. So that's nice and sharp. The base is nice and sharp. But we can't do that. Okay. We're just going to do one more plane cut so we can create these kind of platforms for the teeth to stand on. Bring that down. Yeah. Select. Just double tap on the sections. We'll select them. Edit. Extrude. And like when we transform something, we can have it in the local frame or the world frame. Same with this, we want the direction. It could be going off in any direction, we want it to be super precise. So we're going to go y-axis, and that's going to have it follow the y-axis perfectly. So we're just going to produce a little platform like that for the teeth to kind of chill on. Maybe a bit smaller. Something like that. I'm happy with. Just accept that. Cool. Now we're going to start with the extraction of the teeth, the central incisors, the, what's it called? Lateral incisors, and the canines. We're going to get rid of all 6 of those front teeth. The best way to kind of operate on the mouth at this point is to be looking down on it, even though this is the upper jaw and it kind of makes sense to have it like that. It's just kind of tricky to kind of orient yourself around it. It's kind of too much restriction. So swing it round, -90. Yeah. So to get rid of the teeth, we're going to use the select tool most of the time. So click on select, and we want to keep on unwrapped brush. And size, keep it kind of in the 20s. I'll change this one. No. Oh. And you can use the wire just by pressing W, the Y mesh, bring that up, and you can just be a bit more precise with it. But it slows it down quite a bit. So once you've selected the tooth, you're going to press B to bring up a smooth boundary, and this will basically form a kind of perfectly sharp line around the tooth, around what you selected. I keep the border rings on 2, and you can iterate this kind of line to however you want. Obviously that's pretty wonky, so we want something much sharper than a bit like that. And just hit enter when you're happy. Now we're going to go to erase and fill. Now we'll kind of delete that tooth completely and fill it in. But obviously when you get your tooth taken out, you're not left with this kind of perfect mound where the tooth was. There's a cavity, there's a kind of void in your gum. So we want to try and simulate that just by using the bulge and scale. You can kind of mirror that and refine. And it's just playing around to find what kind of what works. A bit more of that. I think that's pretty good. So hit enter. But if you go on your wireframe, you can see these kind of strain where this extraction kind of meets the natural kind of gum line of the model. So to fix that, we're going to go to sculpt and go to robust smooth. Bring the strength down because that's a bit too much, and the size. And just work your way around like that. Okay, so that's 1 out of 5. I probably could have gone a bit deeper with that. I'm gonna go a bit deeper. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yeah. More. More. What's going on? I mean, I don't want to do too much that you've got these kind of weird overhangs. That's the same. I'll go for that. Sculpt, robust, square. That's better. So once you've selected it, press B. That'll find the kind of sharp line of the tooth. That's pretty good. Accept. Edit, erase and fill. And again, just playing around, trying to find what works. It's too much. That's good. Same again. Sculpt, robust smooth, square brush. 4 more to go. Select. I'm just using the square bracket key to change the size of the brush if your teeth get bigger. More we on. I've got half an hour to finish this. Shit. The inspiration for doing a tutorial came from seeing the amount of tutorials there were for moving your teeth about on YouTube. When I downloaded this software a couple of weeks ago, I downloaded it in the hope to kind of play about with teeth, and I just searched on YouTube Meshmixer move your teeth, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of tutorials, which kind of plays into my project pretty well. It just kind of shows how, I don't know, like how you can just go on YouTube and see how to move your teeth. It's kind of funny, and how I can just print, like 3D print this and make a retainer out of it. So if I wanted a mouth like a cow, I could. I don't know why. Not a mouth like a cow, because I'm taking teeth out. If I want to, another thing I've done is I've moved all the molars out to the side, so you can't crush ice anymore. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because I think crushing ice is pretty nice. But yeah, it's kind of weird territory how you can just learn how to kind of make your body and change it. So this one's nearly done. Yeah. Smooth boundary. That's pretty good. Accept. Edit. Erase and fill. I'm going to try and match these now to the opposite side, because after all the teeth are out, we're going to chop these kind of gummy bits off. That's good. Yeah. Sculpts, robust, smooth. And I'm sure this is probably really boring, but so is all the other tutorials on moving your teeth on Meshmixer. Where are we at? 31. I'll be amazed if anyone's still watching. too much. Cool. Press B. Excuse me. That's fine. Shortcut for erase and fill is F key. Is that the same as that? Where are we? There and there. A bit more here. Yeah, that's good. Sculpt. Okay, last one. Upper right canine. Select brush size bigger. So once I've 3D printed this, the plan is to kind of create some accessories for this strange mouth. So I was thinking of, like a retainer is a custom kind of mold for your teeth, I'm going to create, the plan is like a grater, like a cheese grater brace. Yeah, and I'm kind of speculating that a certain type of person has this this type of mouth. I'm not going to go too much into details. I'm kind of speculating on a scenario where everyone drinks like calcium-rich cocktails. So like White Russian and the Dolce de Leche. But that's a separate model with like the ice crunching. But it might be that actually no, it's not. They're all linked. What am I talking about? Yeah, it might be if these people, if all they're drinking is milky cocktails, why do they need their teeth? They can just kind of drink and it just goes straight in. But when it comes to needing to eat, maybe they only eat cheese, so all they need is a cheese grater on the front of their mouth. Something like that. This is the last one. Where are we at? 36. Sculpt. If anyone's got any other ideas for what you could do to a set of teeth, just stick it in the comments. That'd be cool. Okay, so I've taken all the front teeth out. I might just flip it around so you get an idea of what that looks like. How creepy. So now I'm going to slice off all these bits of gum because it's gross. And also don't need them. So I just picked out these little red lines. These are errors, and you can get rid of them if you go to analysis and inspector. And I'll pick those out and just hit auto repair all, and that'll just sort them out. Done. To get rid of these little bits of gum, I'm just going to use this brush tool. I'm going to go sphere. Shit. So that difference between these brushes, sphere brush, you can see it kind of wants to engulf all of that gum, and that's what I'm going to use. Unwrap. It's a kind of disc that kind of traverses across the surface. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to use sphere. Sphere? Sphere, not sphere. Sphere. We're going to do them one at a time. So again, just using erase and fill. Let's get rid of them. With these, you could probably have them bulge out a bit like that. I'm just going to go all the way along, get rid of them. And they're hanging about. F. Oh, it's done both. Oh well. Bit of a bulge. Yeah, cool. Select sphere, brush. Select all of that. Edit, erase and fill. Bit of a bulge. Like that. Accept. Clear selection. Same again. 2 more. Edit, erase and fill. The next time I do a video, hopefully I'll have some other 3D, other ones of these, other 3D prints of some teeth. They're the ones that next week hopefully I'm going to start to create some retainers that mold your mouth, align your teeth so you can't chew ice anymore, you can't crunch ice. And so yeah, next week I'm going to try and make a vacuum former, unless anyone's got one. Let me know if you've got one. I doubt anyone's got one. But yeah, next week I'm going to try and make a vacuum former, or like cast the teeth somehow, perhaps. So they're done. I'm just going to use robust smooth again just to sort these out. Size. How long have we got? Right, 20 minutes. That's fine. I look tired. Okay. I maybe went a bit deep on that first canine, but it doesn't really matter. So there, I've taken out the 4 incisors and the 2 canines. I'm just going to flip this around. So that is how you turn a human mouth into a cow mouth. Pretty weird. What I might do actually, because I did go a bit deep on this one, I can use Sculpt Bubble Smooth and just try and find the brush that fits that and just try and lift it. That didn't work so well. Let's bring that down. just cleaning it up a bit. Cool, there we go. So that is a cow mouth on a human. I hope this tutorial has been interesting. How long was that? 45 minutes. I'm sweating. And I'm gasping for a drink. Cool. Next time I do a video, I'll probably have some 3D printed stuff to play around with. And yeah, sorry if this was really boring. It's just, I'd rather do this and do some awkward vlog. Yeah, cool. See you later.